American entertainer Jennifer Lopez has released 8 studio albums, 2 compilation albums, 1 extended play, 3 box sets, 42 singles, and 9 promotional singles. Following a 10-year career in dance and acting, Lopez signed a record deal with the work group to launch her music career. She made her chart debut in May 1999 with If You Had My Love, which reached number 1 in 6 countries. It was followed by the release of her debut studio album, On the 6, which peaked within the top 5 in several countries including Germany, Canada, and Switzerland. Apart from her debut single, 4 more singles were released from On the 6, Waiting for Tonight, Feelin So Good, and Let's Get Loud. Lopez's second studio album, J.Lo, was released in January 2001 through Epic Records. The album peaked at number 1 on the US Billboard 200, eventually being certified 4 times platinum in the United States. 4 singles were released from the album: Love Don't Cost a Thing, Play, Ain't It Funny, and I'm Real. The following year saw the release of Lopez's first remix album, J to the La Euro. The Remixes. It became the first remix album in history to debut at number 1 on the Billboard 200, and went on to become one of the best-selling remix albums of all time. Lopez's third studio album This Is Me then peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200, and earned double platinum status in the United States. 4 singles were released from the album: Jenny from the Block, All I Have, I'm Glad, and Baby I Love You. Lopez's fourth studio album Rebirth charted moderately in the United States, eventually earning a platinum certification for shipments of over 1 million units. 2 singles were released from the album, Get Right, and Hold You Down. In early 2007, Lopez released her first Spanish album, Como Ama Una Mujer, which peaked at number 10 on the US Billboard 200 and number 1 on the US Top Latin Albums chart. Como Ama Una Mujer was also commercially successful in other territories, including in Germany and Switzerland, where it entered the top 5 on the album charts. Just over 6 months later, Lopez released her 6th studio album Brave. 2 singles were released from Brave, Do It Well, and Hold It Don't Drop It, both of which, like the album, were moderately successful. Following a move to Island Records, Lopez released her 7th studio album, Love, in May 2011. 3 singles were released from the album, On the Floor, I'm Into You, and Papi. On the Floor became Lopez's most successful single in her career, topping more than 18 national single charts and selling more than 1.4 million copies in Europe to become the biggest-selling single of 2011. Lopez released her first greatest hits album, Dance Again. The Hits, in July 2012. As of 2012, Lopez has sold over 55 million records worldwide. Studio albums, compilation albums, extended plays, box sets, singles, as main artist, as featured artist, promotional singles, notes. References